I'm triggered by I'm triggered by this. I'm triggered by that. We all have triggers. That's just an acknowledgement that we all have to face. There's always gonna be something that is gonna, for some reason, take you to a place to where you dealt with something that was very dark in your life. And we made that acknowledgement. So now the next question is, how do we get through this? How do we allow ourselves to no longer be triggered by these things? Or when these triggers do come up, we have some life tricks or mind hacks that we're able to immediately plug into to get us back centered and into the present moment. So what we first have to understand is when we're talking about triggers is your body is not going to know the difference from when you are just reliving something in your mind or if it's something that's happening in your external reality. So if a situation comes up where someone just lost a loved one and they're reminded by that loved one through a picture or someone saying something, and now those triggers of that emotional trauma have come up. So your body again starts to re-experience as if you lost that loved one over and over again, as if it keeps replaying. And when we have to really face these things in order to move through them, what has worked for me in these situations is to just begin to develop a different perspective. Of course, have your time to heal. Take as much time as you need to really process whatever trigger it is. And then you'll get to a point to where you'll be able to just face it with an open mind, with a perspective of, hey, my loved one's in a better place, of a perspective of, hey, even though if you're not here physically, I still feel you energetically. You've actually brought me so many blessings. Something like this happened recently for me with my grandfather. We're going on his 10th anniversary of his transitioning in this October, and a big blessing in my life happened because of him a couple months ago. So I know that he's still here and still looking out for me. And for everybody, it's different on how we process these things. Some people, their triggers is anger because they got a lot of anger responses and lashes out to them growing up. So that's a trigger for them. So they're snapping at you the way you say a word, or they're in the car and somebody speeds by them in the road rage. I've talked about that a few different times. These are all trigger responses. Abandonment issues, somebody leaving your life through whatever way, that's another trigger response. So the way that we process these things is you have to understand that it was never you. It was never your fault. You weren't ever abandoned. Things in life just happen. And sometimes these things are out of our control. And it's about how we continue to move forward because life goes on. No matter who leaves this planet, who comes to this planet, life moves on. And it's up for us to be able to consciously, effectively, and in a healthy way face these triggers and these different things that we're going through, because I'm telling you, it is light at the end of every tunnel. We've all been through different situations that have affected us in different ways, and what I've learned through my own personal experiences and just talking through a lot of people who've experienced different type of things similar and different to me is by moving forward, they were able to heal. They were able to find peace within them. They developed mentors. They developed self-love. They developed different mechanisms that allowed them to keep living life in an authentic and full way. So I'm here to support you guys however I can through whatever is triggering you guys right now. Don't be ashamed about it. You're not alone. We're all here to support, love, and encourage one another. So I love and appreciate you all. Thank you so much for being here, and you guys have an amazing rest of your day. Take care.